Hi everybody and welcome back to the FM26 Beta. As if you have been watching our previous episodes, we did manage to survive a full season with the Manchester United men's team, only to be fired straight after the last game, which is well, very disappointing on my part, but ruthless all the same if you do not meet your targets. For the remainder of this beta then, we are going to be taking on Manchester United women's team, see if we can fare a little bit better. There's less games, so we may end up finishing this a little bit earlier before the game officially comes out, but we'll try and last as long as possible once again. We will also be streaming this save as well on Twitch. I'll leave the link down in the descriptions if you care to watch along with that as well, and of course we will be posting it on YouTube as well for you to watch if you don't watch it on Twitch. Let's move on, and we have been hired by the women's team. Manchester United set to point IlsonCat. Here we go. I'm guessing the game will be exactly the same as the men's, but I feel like we could be playing a lot less games. So just have a look at the fixture list, see what we have got to play with then. So we are in friendlies. We have got a Champions League as well. I'm not quite sure who that is. So let's have a look at the squad, see what squad we have got, and see if there's any players I recognise. So I think I do recognise quite a few of them. Letizia I do recognise. Turner, Blundell, Ella Toon. I think she's probably one of the most famous ones, I guess. Jess Park, Emma Watson. They are doing better than the men's team in real life. Decent goalkeeper. Very sad to see the last goalkeeper move on. Fowler and Tullis-Joyce looks pretty good actually. We could have a poll here, and is she better than Onana? I'm guessing so. I really do think so. At 6'1" as well. Fridolina Rolfo, is she a new addition? Them stats look amazing also. Anyway, down that left hand side, a winger, so it looks like we could be playing wingers formation wise. We have got a left back, again pretty decent. Some of these stats look pretty good though, to be fair. Ella Toon, I just want to have a look at her stats though, because she is pretty good. Heading's not brilliant. At 5'4", she is probably one of the smallest, and she does like to make a nuisance of herself, and she does get in there. So yeah, very happy to have her. Long shots, what? Hang on a minute, I've just seen long shots. That is insane. 18 with a finishing of 16 already. Pretty good, and she can play forward anywhere along the attacking line. Emma Watson from Gryffindor. She's 16 years old. 19 years old. What's the 16? Oh, that's the shirt number. Okay. Oh, can we go tactics from here then? If we click on that, what's that? Oh, so we can go straight into tactics from there. I didn't even realise that was a thing. Rachel Williams. I used to go to school with somebody called Rachel Williams. That's not her though. She's 37. She'd be about the same age as myself. But heading, finishing, 5'7". She's got heading of that, and she can jump. Goodness me. Target forward, I'm guessing. Yeah, target forward. Blimey, a good impact sub there, I think. Geese, not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but she's Brazilian. Good heading, finishing's not too bad. Very rapid though. Wow, and at 5'4" as well. So let's have a look elsewhere. Can we have a look at the club finances? So we are at the start of the pre-season. Can we just have an overall? Some of these things on here I do think we just need an overall sponsorships. They get 2.6 million in sponsorships, so that's their projection. But what about now? What's their bank? Can we see a bank balance? Is there a bank balance here? I don't know. Yeah, it's very limited. I'm not sure why they had to change this, to be fair. And again, I think I mentioned this on the men's team as well. There's no transfer budget at all. I think you had to go into recruitment and have a look that way. So if you have a look transfers in, I think it told us it somewhere. Again, I'm struggling to find it. Okay, I think I may have found it. So it's under recruitment and it's budgets. Of course it is. Well, I want it be. 450,000. It doesn't seem an awful lot, does it? We have got a £1,000 per week in wages budget available, and a scouting budget. So what are all the wages players on then? Can we see that? Maybe. Okay. Oh, maybe it's not so bad after all then. So maybe we can pay somebody £1,000 a week in wages. Let's go into tactics, and we probably want to play dominate possession, intricate passing and moves, extremely aggressive pressing, attack with speed and intensity. Let's do that. Okay, formation. Okay. And then, okay, now we can pick a formation. Play with that, with one up front. We do want to cam in here, so that could be better. or a 4-2-4. Now, we did end up with that formation with the men's team in the end, and it seemed to work. If you haven't watched the video, please go and watch it. We only changed it to the last few games of the season, and that did help us, but not to the extent of saving our job in the end, unfortunately. Spoiler alert. I think with Ella Toon in the team, we either do a 4-2-4 or a 4-2-3-1. That might be the way to go, I think. We'll obviously change it if we need to. And out of possession, either that, drop them down. I'm guessing one of them will drop. That don't make sense. What's that one? Or we drop to a 4-2-4. Okay, that doesn't make sense either. That will probably make more sense. We just drop them back a bit, but they'd rather do that, which again, like I say, doesn't make sense. But that probably makes a lot more sense. We just same formation, we just drop them back a tad, I think. Let's have a look, see if we can pick our best 11 and take it from there. Okay, here we go. So if we go in possession first, the Toon, do we give her a free roll? Do we give a striker? I think she has got that tendency for the striker. Find space between lines, goal threat. I think that will be best, I think, for her. We are just picking the best players, I'm guessing. So if we go back to the squad, will it show us? So they're all the people that's picked. They're all the ones that not. Okay, this is a screen I prefer to have a look at generally. Then we can see what players are missing. So like this player here, who scored appearances, 23 appearances already. Have you just been playing on your own? I'm not quite sure where that's come from. So Turland and... Okay, so let's have a look, see, can we compare? Comparison, okay. Now, I have seen a lot of people mention about not being able to compare with people you want to bring in, but you can compare against players in your team already. There, Elizabeth Turland. Okay, so two players there. Both can play in the same positions. Attributes, can we have a look? It looks like it's more on Turland. First touch 16, finishing 13 against Turland 17. Okay, you've won me over, but Geyser could be a option. So I've identified that we do have a weakness at the back, and we've only got two central defenders that are pretty good. If we go to the squad, we've got Millie Turner and we've got Letizia. They really are the only two ones that stand out. I'm not sure what this red is. We have got Evie here. And probably, maybe is pretty good. I don't know. But looking on the star ratings, not so. I'm assuming the red means they cannot play there. What does that mean? If anybody could let me know. But it appears that they can't play in that position. Does that mean everybody else can? Or are they just not very good in that position? But we have gone into the recruitment and we have opened up a focus for a centre back. I think we do really need one. I think that will be a very, very good option for us. So we've made an offer for Chelsea centre back, Natalie Bjorn. She's the best of what was available, really, to be fair, and the tallest at 5'9". She's got fantastic heading. She can tackle and pass and everything else, and she's got a good jumping as well for 5'9". That's pretty good. She's got a strong right foot, and I think we are looking for somebody who can play on that right hand side of defence as well. And at a steal out of I think it was 300,000 we offered, with an extra 200 over 2 seasons, which they were quite happy to take. So now all that requires is for us to go ahead and enter contract negotiations, which I'm not sure we're going to get, because she is asking for a little bit more than what we are we currently have. But we'll see what we can do. Suggest. Okay, we'll go along with that anyway. So yeah, we can't afford that much though, can we? We can afford. Okay, we'll start off. She's going to be our highest earner actually, which seems crazy. Let's go down a tad as well. Let's see what happens there then. Suggest. She wants 5.5. I think 4.5, and that should do. No. 4.7. Yeah, we're not going to get her, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to bring her in, actually, to be honest. So that's going to be a bust. No, it's failed. Right, we've just played some games. We've carried it on to the first league game. However, we have played some Champions League football already. But friendlies-wise, we beat Perth Glory, Chatham and Real Madrid, which was a phenomenal result, actually. Whichever level you're playing at. And then we started the Champions League campaign against, not quite sure who they are or how to pronounce them though, but we beat them 5-2 at home. Rolfo and Elatoon scoring the goals there with Elatoon hat-trick. And then we beat Glasgow City 5-1. Tellard getting a brace in that one with Elatoon scoring once again. So we're already into the season now. The window's just closed. We couldn't get another centre-back, which was crazy. The amount of people we tried to bring in, it just wasn't going to work for us at all. So we're going to have to make do with what we've got. And it's a very small squad. If we just have a quick look at it, and how many, I'm not sure how many we got actually. There are some people on loan, which didn't shade out. I think I've got them on filter. I have. So not at the club. Gese, she's not available. Apparently she's at, I want to say Gotham FC. She's gone out there on loan. Hence why she's scored so many goals and played games already. And we haven't got somebody else as well, which I was quite shocked at. It doesn't really tell us who we have and haven't got. Evie, I don't think we have in the team either, which is mad. I think she's at Sunderland. We can't bring these players into the team or finish their loans, and that doesn't seem to come off very easy unless you press back on filter. So yeah, there's quite a few things which are pretty annoying. So if we just take them out again, not at the club, it does diminish our squad somewhat. Going back to the fixtures, and so the Champions League, we've got 2 wins already. I'm not sure what the table looks like, if there is a table, or is it just a straightforward knockout? I don't know. I'm not sure how this works. I'm not really understanding it. I'm assuming it's a knockout. So we're racing over to then Leicester. We have got injury to Jess Park, of which she cannot play in this as right winger. So we have got Donham though, so she can play. So our first game in the WSL then. We're playing Leicester at home. I'm expecting a victory here. We'll address the team as I have got control of these. Enjoy the match, go out and enjoy. It's important we go and make use of home advantage, so let's go there and get a result. And they appeared interested, which is always good. Go to the media doesn't seem to be working, I don't know, but that is our squad lining up. And Leicester's having wing backs rather than wingers. Not Old Trafford, that's for sure. Is it the training ground? It can't be. I don't know. We'll have a look at that afterwards. So we are playing on tactical, I think. Let's just have a quick look. We just pause it on tactical. Key highlights. We're on 3D. We have got high graphics. I think that is about right. Speed 1.25, 30 times for in between. I think that should be about it, I think. And of course, there is the instant result as well. Should the game crashes, like it did quite a few times when we did the men's season. Just want to get the ball away. Letizia again cleans up at the back. We're racing forward. Nice bit of skill. Lovely ball over the top though to Dunham. And that is 1-0. It's taken us 20 minutes to break the deadlock, however. But that looks a better viewing from there. That's much, much better. Can we have this view? Because that view seems a lot better. We'll have a look at scroll and view then. We can zoom in and zoom out. But again, we don't get to see majority of the pitch, so it seems. Are we just seeing one half at a time? So I'm guessing as soon as they come into this half, we'll get to see our half. Maybe not. It's just a scrolling. Maybe we want to see more of that. I don't like that. Aerial's probably not much better. I mean, we can bring it down. Let's play with that for a second. We can definitely see 4 at the back there. It's good shape, actually. It is a little bit slow, though, so we will have to increase that a little bit as well, I think. It's just unfortunate, really. I don't think that's going to help much at all. Broadcast is there. Dynamic is there. Not much difference, I don't think. Let's go back to dynamic then. Can't change the camera angle, unfortunately. So the ball's over. I can't see it. And apparently neither could the Leicester players because it was an open net. We managed to get away with it. As we come down this right-hand side, we cut in. Toon plays a lovely ball to Turland. And chips the goalkeeper. Oh, that is a wonderful goal. I'm not sure if you were able to see that. But that was a wonderful goal. I did like that. We are playing balanced as well, actually. It's a lovely chip. I mean, that's a wonderful chip. I'm not sure whether it was a missed kick. Let's get a bit positive. Okay, coming up to half time. It's we're going in 2-0 up. The ball's played back to the goalkeeper, who then launches it forward. We should be under it. We're not, as it's headed on. And Leicester come forward with an opportunity into the box. And they do get one back. Missy Goodwin with the goal for Leicester. Ella Toon then picks the ball up in the middle. She's really the person you want to get the ball to. Again, another player. If something happens to her, we will be in trouble, I feel. But we'll have a look what's on the bench in there just a second. We're on 55 minutes. Ball across, and it is a goal. Turland with the head. Is there no VAR in the women's? Well, that does make a change. It doesn't go off every 5 seconds, but that's a good goal. As we see it from this view, Letizia comes forward. In fact, she comes very far forward with the ball over to Dunham, who whips it in, and it is headed. Goalkeeper, I feel like she should have done better. So the ball's knocked over the top for Goodwin, the goal scorer for Leicester. And once again, the goalkeeper puts the ball into danger. And I've seen that quite a few times now. I'm not impressed. And then she hoofs it up. We should be under it. Rivera has it. At least we played it to a red shirt. That's something with the men's team didn't do often. So she's been caught out up there. Letizia calms things down, passes it over to George, who comes in from left back. And Mallard comes forward, ball into the centre. Nobody there. And a bit of confusion at the back there. Not sure whether the goalkeeper shouted for it or not. But we have a throw in Sandberg. We just need it in the box. It feels like this clock's not going down fast enough. That's what it feels like. Mallard, Sandberg, the two subs combining into the box. And that is a goal. Dunham gets the goal. Brilliant. It's 4-2 and the 2-goal lead has been restored. And it's way back over to the right hand side. And the cross comes in and it's gone in. Dunham again. I'm thinking we play her up top. I'm assuming we have brought her up top and not right wing. I'm really confused. But that is beautifully played as Rivera puts the ball in. And Dunham straight on it and lashes it in. Not quite on the volley, but half volley. It's 5-2. And that is it. 5-2. We were pretty dominant. Looks closer than what it actually was, I think. Leicester did come into the game later on. They had a better XG as well. So it appears we are in a two-legged match then with Paris FC. So we are into the knockout stages. The home game is first at the Lee Sports Village. So no Old Trafford, unfortunately. But we are picking the same side. The only change being that Mallard is coming on to that left-hand side header, Rolfo. And we have got Jess Part back into the squad. She can only play 45 minutes. However, we've still got 3 places that we're unable to pick because of long-term injuries and a person who's away on personal reasons. So apart from that, I think we can go and do ourselves a job again. Opposition instruction always marked tightly. We'll do that and see what happens. And let's jump straight into this game. If you carry on with the last ones, I expect fans to win. It's important to get take-home advantage. They listen keenly. And here we go. Champions League. I prefer the 4-2-3-1 formation. It just looks a lot cleaner instead of having a mishmash of some. But we'll get to do some of them at some point. Green ball we're playing with today then. Okay, interesting. So let's jump into matters. Which it doesn't look green, however. We'll just bring it a little bit closer if we can. All the way back to Letizia. Again, one of the main players in the squad. Turner. Mallard out to George. George just needs to put the ball in. Or shoot and score a goal. That's great. We're 1-0 up. It's taken us 23 minutes to break the deadlock in this game. I really need to learn that person's name because I cannot pronounce it, unfortunately. And I don't want to get it wrong, so we'll have to shorten it. Ella Toon on goal. It's 2-0. That's her 5th goal in 3 matches in the Champions League. That could be her. She could be the top goal scorer. As we take a 2-0 lead, as we did against Leicester. Let's hope we don't throw it away and let them back in. But Ella Toon, great control. The goalkeeper, I'm sorry, you should have been out there like a bull in a china shop. But you've given her the angle to shoot at, and you've been made to pay. Right, that's half time, and we've taken a 2-0 lead with Ella Toon and George complementing each other in the goals. Letizia on the ball again. She's got loads of room, then passes it to Denon. And she cuts inside beautifully. Played out wide to Mallard. The two always combine well together. We're just expecting a cross from Toon, and it is a goal. Mallard now gets her 2nd goal in 3 games. Toon with the cutback, and that's a wonderful finish. That's beautiful. Chance coming in, a corner ball. I can't hear the crowd there. I think they've gone to sleep. That's a lovely corner, a lovely goal. Turner with the 1st goal in the Champions League, and another assist from Ella Toon, who's like I say, she is the heart and soul of this team. So we're going to have Ulm coming on, I think, for Toon. She's having a cracking game. She's playing at a 9.38, would you believe? Turland can come off. Have we not got another striker on the field? Feels like we should have had another striker on here. Can we not have another striker? Well, that's not going to work for us. Jess Park can come in. We're going to do that one change. Ulm can come in for Toon. She's had a cracking game, so we'll give her a break. And Narland as well for one of these. Again, only because I can't pronounce your name. I'm really sorry. Right, okay, we've made a couple of changes. How this will affect the game, but Ella Toon has been involved in all goals. 3 assists and 1 goal. I've got 2 minutes of added time, and we should be able to see this out in the resounding 4-0 victory. Superb. That's a very well played in the first leg. And really, really happy. We should. They appeared unconsidered. What? All players. A win's a win, but we have to raise our performance. I mean, it was a good win, but yeah, we can't fall asleep. We need to go for the jugular. Right, okay. Ferencváros, they get 5-1 victory. Cardiff lose out 4-2. FC 22-2. We've done rather well. Right, I think we're going to leave it for today. So I think the next time we'll play it on stream. So if you do want to watch that and join in, then please follow the link. If not, I'll put it up on YouTube once it's done, so you'll be able to enjoy that at your leisure. We've had a great start to the season and a great start in the Champions League as well. Letizia is going to be out for a game or 2. 1 match ban. That's not what you want to see at this stage. So we've continued our run, and we're scoring goals aplenty at the moment, which is fantastic. So if you enjoyed that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.